It says live on YouTube.
Yes, sir. One moment. Okay, sir, I'm ready.
All right. Now, Ms. Junko, you're still under oath. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okey-doke. Now, there was other documents that we needed to talk about. Ms. Garcia is going to show us one here. This one's called Application for Deferred Adjudication. Your attorney has succeeded in getting an agreement for you, which is called the Deferred Adjudication. It is very beneficial to you because if you are careful and live up to 100%, every bit of the conditions of supervision, then this case will be dismissed and you are not convicted of this charge. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
If you mess up, you fail to live up to the conditions, or you refuse to live up to the conditions, then the state can approach the bench and ask for a hearing after proper notice to you, legal notice, have a hearing at which evidence will be submitted, and if it's sufficient, you may have a conviction on this case that'll follow you forever. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, the application for deferred adjudication, by the way, if you mess up and we wind up giving you a conviction because of the evidence, then you would be subject to the full range of punishment. That is, that you can be fined from $0 to $4,000 and jailed from 0 days to 1 year. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, the application for probation, did you review that carefully with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand what you're telling me under oath in that application?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now the personal data sheet, it's in front of me now. You're not employed.
No, sir.
How long have you been unemployed?
Since 2006.
So that's a long-term situation. Are you
Yes, sir.
receiving any kind of assistance from the state or federal government?
Disability.
What are you given, ma'am, more or less amount?
$794.
Do you have any kind of dependents? This thing says 0 children, 0 dependents?
No, no.
All right. Now, the next document that I'm looking at will be it's called a plea agreement. Patricia? This document called plea agreement, at the top, it's going to have your name, identify you, and the case number. It will not have the court number, but in this document, it's not required, apparently. When it gets put up there, I want to show you several things and ask you questions about this, okay? There it is. This is the plea agreement that you're entering. I have the original in my hands. If you look at the top of the page, the first 2 boxes will be checked off. The first one says that you have been told, the court has made clear to you that you have the right to remain silent and that you know and understand that you're giving up that right in this proceeding. Then the second box identifies you as a U.S. citizen. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The next section of this document says defendant's acknowledgements. That means you are agreeing to what this says. There's 5 boxes, little boxes stacked up vertically. Each one has a declaration or statement concerning matters in this proceeding. The right to remain silent, to confront witnesses, all those rights that we talked about that you are giving up. Did you see and understand this area and the check marks that indicate that you know that?
Yes, yes.
All right. Now, to the charge of prostitution with one or two priors, how do you plead, ma'am?
No contest.
All right. The no contest plea, you understand that that's enough based on just on plea of no contest. I can convict you. I can find you guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then, by the way, I will order you to show up in court, the court offices within 7 days to go and finish any of the paperwork that has to be finished, and in particular to have your thumbprint put on the documents on where they need to be done. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, you have pled no contest. I find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I do not. I accept the agreement that you and the state have reached. I will grant you 6 months deferred adjudication. That means that you will not be convicted, and if you live up to 100% to the conditions of supervision, then the case will be dismissed and you're not convicted of this charge. In addition, you will be fined $350. We know that you are indigent, and if you live up to all of the conditions, then that $350 fine will be forgiven. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. The supervisory fee is $25 a month. That is the minimum required by law. So that will be are there any questions, Ms. Junco,
No, sir.
Mr. Munoz?
Yes, Judge.
What questions do you have?
No questions, more so just a clarification. As part of the plea agreement, I do believe the state is going to TIC dismiss cause number 631164 as well, Judge.
Ms. Morgan, is that an accurate statement?
Yes, Your Honor. For the record, the state will TIC case 631164.
Very good. All right, that will be made part of this agreement. Any questions, Ms. Morgan?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And then that concludes this particular hearing. Ms. Junco, be sure to come into the courthouse. The offices of County Court 5 are on a hallway around behind the courtroom, and people will guide you so that you can place your thumbprint on and fill any information